Someone can read, no?
So first up, we have the class leader of grade 4A. It is Bhavya Kakwani. Next up, we have the assistant leader of class 4A. It is Abdullah Kumhali. Class leader of 4B, Ahmad Rida.
Congratulations.
We have the assistant leader of 4B, Wahid Ahmad Khan. Class leader of 5A, Marwan Harun. Assistant leader, Muhit Ahmad. Class leader of 6A, Muhammad Nijad. Assistant leader, Ayush Krishnan. Class leader of 7A, Islam Sayyid.
Isam Saeed.
Islam Sayyid. And the assistant leader, Bhuvan Chand. Class leader of 8A, Steve Thomas. Assistant leader of 8A, Salim Ghulam.
We'll move on to senior section.
From the senior section, first up in 9A, we have the class leader, Mir Zahid Ali.
Give a big round of applause. Digitally.
Assistant leader, B. Trisha Rao. Class leader of 10A, Amir Abdurrahman. And assistant leader, Habibullah. Class leader of 10B, Hamza Tariq. Assistant leader, Yusuf Fazullah Shah. The class leader of 11A is Muhammad Mas. Assistant leader is Rishabh Harish. The class leader of 11B is Wasim Turkman. And the assistant is Mansoor Muhammad Halim. Class leader of 12A is Ajwad Yusuf Ali. And the assistant is Fahad Abdurrahman Omar. And lastly, we have the class leader of 12B, Muhammad Hisham. Joining him, his assistant, Kaif Hussain. Thank you very much, sir. Now, without further ado, let us start with the heart and soul of today's event, the oath-taking ceremony. We will begin with the oath of the head boy-elect, Master Nabil Naushad, a Raja Puraskar holder in Scouts, a vital player of our football team represented at Nationals, and the first best speaker in the Zonals debate in 2018. We request the Honorable Principal Peter Sir to take his oath.
Good morning, Master Nabil Naushad. Do you accept the post of head boy of
Yes, sir.
New International Student Council 2020-21? Do you?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I do accept.
Yeah. You may proceed for taking the oath of the head boy.
I, Nabil Naushad, as head boy, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as New Al-Wurud International School Student Council 2020 to 2021 to the best of my ability. I will, at every instance, endeavor to uphold the high ideals of New Al-Wurud International School. I will, with my words and deeds, uphold the Student Council. I pray that Almighty gives me strength and courage to do my role as the head boy of the Student Council. Thank you.
Congratulations.
For the next oath, we have our Vice Head Boy-elect, Master Muhammad Shariar. a participant of 30 MUNs and organizer for 5, one of which was recognized by the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres himself. He also participated and won numerous quiz and expo competitions. Last but not least, he is the regional president of a UN recognized NGO called Helping Hand International. We request our Honorable Vice Principal Sunil Sir to take his oath.
Very good morning to you. Do you, Mohammed Shahriar, accept your designated position of Vice Head Boy for the new Al Burud International School Student Council 2021?
Yes, I do, sir.
You may now take your oath.
I, Mohammed Shahriar, as Vice Head Boy, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as new Al Burud International School Student Council for 2021 to the best of my ability. I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school. I will, with my acts, words, and deeds, conduct myself in a manner which will do my school proud. I will be fair without bias and prejudice and live up to the dignity of my office. I pray that my Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council. Thank you.
For the next oath, we have our vibrant sports captain-elect, Master Joel Matthew. From being last year's cultural secretary and captaining the school cricket team to victory, he has done it all. He has also won the Best Speaker Award and multiple accolades in the Gabber Club.
Joining him, we have the very dynamic sports captain-elect, Master Mohammad Miraj, the spirit of the cluster football and the school cricket team. He has been a consistent participant of all inter-house sports events, including football, volleyball, basketball, you name it. He is a true all-round sportsman with a calm and collected nature. We request our respected Election Commissioner Abdul Salam sir to take both their oaths.
Master Joel Matthew and Master Muhammad Miraj, do you accept your designated position of the sports captain and vice captain for the new Al Burud International School Student Council 2021?
Yes.
Yes, council members, you may now take your oaths.
I, Joel Matthew, as sports captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as new Al Burud International School Student Council for 2020-21. To the best of my ability, I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I will, with my acts, words, and deeds, conduct myself in a manner which will do my school proud. I will be fair without bias and prejudice and live up to the dignity of my office. I pray that Almighty gives me strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council.
I, Muhammad Miraj, as Assistant Sports Captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as New Al Burud International School Student Council for 2020-21 to the best of my ability. I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I will, with my acts, words, and deeds, conduct myself in a manner which will do my school proud. I will be fair, without bias and prejudice, and live up to the dignity of my office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council.
Now we will have the oaths of the student editors, cultural secretaries, and the house captains. The oaths of the first council members shall be taken by the head boy-elect, Master Nabil Naushat, and the oaths of the vice council members shall be taken by the vice head boy-elect, Master Shariar Mozum.
We will begin by having our Culture Secretary-elect, Master Habib Azizullah, a well-identified and successful athlete of our school. He has won a countless number of running races with the first place in 400-meter races for the last 3 years straight.
Do you, Master Habib Azizullah, take up your position as Culture Secretary of Student Council 2020 to 2021?
Yes.
You may now take your oath.
I, Habib Azizullah, as Culture Secretary, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as New World International Schools Student Council for 2020-21 to the best of my ability. I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that the Almighty gives strength and courage to work as a leader to my school and council.
We will now have our Vice Cultural Secretary-elect, Master Muhammad Nihal, the second runner-up holder in the Best Quiz and the first position holder for Best Essay. He also won the first Best Exhibit in Nawis Expo 2020. Clearly a multi-talented individual fit for the job.
Do you, Muhammad Nihal, accept your designated position of Vice Cultural Secretary for the new Al Warud International School Student Council 2020 to 21?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Muhammad Nihal, as Vice Culture Secretary, solemnly affirm that I'll discharge my duties as new Al Warud International School Student Council for 2020-2021 to the best of my ability. I will at every instant endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and office. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you.
Next up, our student editor-elect, Master Arman Khan, the second runner-up in Best Quiz and an avid MUN participant. He truly is a remarkable personality.
Do you, Master Arman Khan, take up your position as Student Editor of Student Council 2020 to 2021?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Arman Khan, as a student editor, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as new Al Warud International School Student Council 2020 to 21 to the best of my ability. I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work as a leader to my student and council.
Next up, our Vice Student Editor-elect, Master Nawis, the man that led Nawis to the first runner-up position in the Gully Googly cricket tournament. He has also led Nawis to the Saudi cricket tournament, an achievement the whole team looks up to. He has been a consistent participant in all inter-house events with his efficient team play and teamwork.
Do you, Naif Sawada, accept your designated position of Vice Editor for the new Al Warud International School Student Council 2020 to 21?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Naif Sauda, as Vice Student Editor, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as new Al Warud International School Student Council for 2021 to the best of my ability. I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and tradition of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council.
Next up, our Safa House Captain-elect, Master Hussain Johar, an equally excellent contender in both sports as well as public speaking. He has won multiple prizes over the years in both the areas and is definitely a man fit for the job.
Do you, Master Hussain Joel, take up your position as the Safa House Captain for Student Council 2020 to 2021?
Yes.
You may now take your oath.
I, being the in-house captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as new Al Warud International School Student Council for 2020 to 2021 to the best of my ability. I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives courage and strength to work a leader to my school and council.
Next up, our Vice Sapphire House Captain-elect, Abdullah Qayyum, a second runner-up position holder in both the youth leadership and the school speech competition. He also won the first runner-up exhibit for the Nawis Expo 2020.
Do you, Abdullah Qayyum, accept your designated position of Vice Sapphire House Captain for the new Al Wurud International School Student Council 2020 to 21?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Abdullah Qayyum, as Vice House Captain Sapphire, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as New Albert International School Student Council for 2020-21. To the best of my ability, I will at every instance endure to uphold my high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council.
Congratulations and thank you.
Next up, our Topaz House Captain-elect, Master Wasim Turkman, a sportsman with his arms fledged far and wide into all categories, under 14, under 17, and under 19. He was also crowned the sub-junior and sub-junior individual champion for the annual sports meets.
Do you, Master Wasim Turkman, accept your designated position for the new Al Wurud International School Student Council 2020 to 2021?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Wasim Turkman, as Topaz House Captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as new Al Wurud International School Student Council for 2021. To the best of my ability, I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council. Thank you.
Next up, our Vice Topaz House Captain, Abdullah Ismail, the scout who represented Nawis at the World Scout Jamboree 2019 at West Virginia in United States. He has been a diligent scout attending various camps like the Bangalore camp last year as well. He is also a part of the under-17 cluster football team.
Do you, Abdullah K. Ismail, accept your designated position as the Vice Topaz House Captain for the new Al Wurud International School for the academic year 2020 to 21?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Abdullah K. Ismail Dilif, as Vice Topaz House Captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duty as New Al Wurud International School Student Council for 2021 to the best of my ability. I will, at every instance, endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work as a leader to my school and my council. Thank you.
Next up, our Amber House Captain.
Thank you.
Next up, our Amber House Captain-elect, Naqibullah Turkman, one of the best athletes Nawis has. He has won countless awards in athletics and continues to push unfathomable boundaries.
Do you, Naqibullah Turkman, accept your designated position of Amber House Captain for the new Al Wurud International School Student Council 2020 to 2021?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Nasibullah Turkman, as Amber House captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as New Alward International School Student Council for 2020 to 2021. To the best of my ability, I will at every intense endeavor to uphold the high ideals and tradition of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council. Thank you.
Next up, our Ruby House captain-elect, Master Sayed Anis. He has achieved the first position in RoboFirst 2019, as well as Inter-House Badminton. Being an all-rounder, he has also participated in the Interclass and Best MUN 2020.
Do you, Master Sayyidanes, accept your designated position of Ruby House Captain for the new Al-Wurud International School Student Council 2020 to 2021?
Yes, yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Sayyidunes, as Ruby House Captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as New Al International Schools Student Council for the year 2020-21 to my best of my ability. I will, at every sense, endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives me strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council.
Thank you. Next up, our Vice Ruby House captain-elect, Master Shahroz Zubair, yet another multi-talented individual who was crowned the Under-17 Best Athlete. Furthermore, he has also participated in the Science Expo Cluster Meet.
Do you, Shahroz Zubair, accept your designated position of Vice Ruby House Captain for the new Al Wurud International School Student Council 2020 to 21?
Yes, I do.
You may now take your oath.
I, Shehro Subair, as Vice Ruby House Captain, solemnly affirm that I will discharge my duties as New Al Wurud International School Student Council for 2020-21 to the best of my ability. I will at every instance endeavor to uphold the high ideals and traditions of my school and office. I pray that Almighty gives strength and courage to work a leader to my school and council.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. As we near the end of this magnificent ceremony, we would like to express our gratitude to the dignitaries, teachers, and students joining us. For this, we invite our head boy-elect, Master Nabil Naushad, for a moving speech.
Thank you, Master Said. I stand here extremely humbled and fully recognizing the seriousness of the post that has been bestowed upon me. I hope that the honor all of you have given me have been justified with my actions so far. I also promise to keep up the same spirit throughout the remainder of this year. It's no new news that we have been halted under this pandemic. And I can proudly confirm that the Student Council has done their absolute best to adapt to the online world. This wasn't a one-man job. It was the collective effort of the entire team of Student Council. And a special thanks to my vice head boy, Master Mohammed Shahriar, and the sports captains, Joel and Miraj. I also take this opportunity to thank the management who have shown no hesitation in supporting any initiative that we undertook. I would like to thank all the teachers who have supported us to their maximum. And a special thanks to our Principal Peter Sir, Vice Principal Sunil Sir, and Salam Sir for their ardent support throughout the year. I also appreciate the class leaders who have been acting as the branches of the council for their respective classes. And finally, thank you students for being so cooperative and supportive. It truly has been an honor and a delightful experience to be the head boy, and I hope I can serve the school to my maximum ability. Thank you.
It is now time to call upon our very diligent and hard-working vice head boy, Master Shariar Mozum, to give his remarks.
Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to be an inspirer. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, because it's always about the goal. Respected principal, vice principal, election commissioner, student council members, and my dear friends. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to everyone. What a year it has been. It has been a dream to be a part of the student council, and after 4 long years, my dream has finally come true. I would like to thank all of you for the support you have provided me with. It really meant a lot. I joined the school 14 years ago when I was just 3 years old. I was a student who used to stay quiet and more of an observer of what's happening, but I was an active participant. When I came to the boys section in 4th grade in 2012, it was the first year elections were held. And that the first time I got to know student council is. And I really thrived for it because I really wanted to do something for my school and participate. Obviously, I didn't know what we had to do, but it had my interest. But there was one special person, or I must say a batch, who really set the standards of what a council should really do. And that was Karan Dilshar's batch. I used to call him Karan Bhaiya because he was really close. Their batch was given an example to all their successors as the best batch and the best students. And I always aimed to break that standard and it's the limit. This year has been really unprecedented and full of surprises. And when I got to know I got elected, I was really worried about how and what to do because this was the year when you needed the council the most. I was always worried about fulfilling my promises that I had made during the election because this was the year where the council played a very crucial role to connect and bind the whole school to one, while we sit far, far away from each other. And alhamdulillah, I can say successfully and gladly that me and my council and Abil Naushad, the head boy, really met almost all promises that were made and filled the gap as much as we could during these times. As promised by the first and foremost thing that our council did is make, for the first time, the Nawis e-library, which has been a grand success. Nawis e-library made inter-community communication platform for students, teachers, and parents, which was the utmost need of this year. It was an initiative that has been now implemented by our sister school in Dammam and the girls section, by the respective student councils, seeing our initiative. Celebrations were held as well during as the school celebrated the World Environment Day, ICT Day, Teachers Day, etc. The most remarkable being the ICT Day, where our council members with the hard work of the 12 computer boys was a remarkable experience and gave justice to this year's ICT Day. We went from doing Nawis radio to Nawis TV and movies, which is almost a 20-year gap or a generation gap of progress from any council. Which reminds me of when we inaugurated the Nawis Studios for the first time, a YouTube channel for the Nawis Student Council. We also unveiled a logo for our council again for the first time in history, which really gave an individual opinion about council and represented how important it is. The biggest highlight this year was clubs. Clubs returned back to the Nawis arena in 6 years. Again, a promise made by me and we offered clubs. The mixed club headed by Kaif Hussain, Marwan Khan, and Umar, where you learned about photography and video editing. Board game club headed by Spartans, where you learn how to play different indoor games. And last but not the least, the Model UN or Quiz Club, where you learned about modern diplomacy and critical thinking, headed by Master Usaid and me. Clubs really defined what I wanted to achieve during these years, which was to connect students from different backgrounds and grades through similar interests and help all of you make new friends and discover cross-class association, because we were all just closed in our classrooms before. But now you aren't, and that makes me feel proud and satisfied because I lived up to my goal. The last and final nail in the coffin was Best MUN 2020, where I was the Secretary General. And with my hard-working student council for the first time in 9 years of the MUN, it was fully organized by the students. Not only that, it also became an international conference where prestigious schools from India and UAE were a part of, which personally made me as an MUNer really proud on what we did. These were a very few highlights from and achievements of the council from this year. I must thank all of the council members for their hard work and determination throughout this year and giving their best. Because honestly, I'm sure that sirs will agree upon this, but this is the first time in a lot of years that the student council has achieved what they promised and delivered it. Our vision and goals were actually achieved, and honestly, I feel that our council was the best council our school has had for a while. And that's a proud moment for this council. Not only did we break the prestigious standards set by councils before, but actually broke them and set a new milestone by making history for the coming councils, which I want to wish them best of luck. Although we are very saddened that we couldn't do anything for the sports arena this year, but we will try as much as we can to do it in the coming days. Finally, I would like to personally thank Salam sir. He is the reason why I'm sitting here and speaking to you guys today, which would be an unimaginable thing a few years ago. I really would like to thank him for making him who I am and recognizing my inner talent where I couldn't recognize it myself. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank Peter sir and Sunil sir for their constant motivation and guidance and support, because this year couldn't truly be what it is if it wasn't for them. And thank you for the class teachers as well for sending numerous messages from the council and being the messenger and connector for this academic year between students and the council. At the end, thank you so much to all the students for electing us and letting us make this already a memorable year more special for you all. We will try to continue doing the same in the coming days as well. So thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you. In Sir Winston Churchill's words, to improve is to change, so to be perfect is to have changed often. It is with our greatest honor to present before you the unveiling of the relaunched Nawis website. I invite our Vice Principal Sunil Sir and Admin Finance Officer Mr. Anis to do the honors.
Thank you, Fahad. I think Anis sir is there. You'll be sharing the newly relaunched. Children, it is not a new website, as you all know. We are relaunching it. And one more thing, this is not the first time we are relaunching it. We've been updating. A website is the face of any educational organization. And as you all know, we have never been short of any exciting events in our institution. Actually, we have a problem of plenty, as you know. Our social media has been very, very, very vibrant and rich, and it is running very, very beautifully. I know you all are getting a copy of it, a link of it to see what is happening there. Every now and then you take a peep into it. And this website, I tell you, I think if I remember right, this is the third time we are facelifting it. The reason being, we are an organization which is always welcoming changing trends and tides. Okay, the website is, especially online digital world, is an ever-changing scenario. Every now and then you have that transformation happening all across the globes. It doesn't matter whether you are a multinational company or a progressive organization. And we are truly a progressive institution. And we knew that every now and then we need to upload it. And I don't want to go into the other part of it. I'm just getting my focused. I'm myself focused on the new website. It is really opened up before you by our dear Anis sir, Admin and Finance Officer. You can see that. You see, starting from all the home page. Okay, sir has just placed his cursor on About Us, and there is a lot of information on our academic programs. You see our vision, our philosophy, team, why choose Alvarud? That's a special, newly added page. If somebody comes in, want to know what exactly is happening here differently, they would get the complete picture of it. And if you go to About Us, yeah, academics, sir, I'm sorry, you go to academics, you can see that we have a detailing of curriculum, library, assessment and reports, examination, results, DigiClass, EduMedia, and all the great programs which makes us unique in Saudi Arabia has been portrayed here. It's been highlighted here. See, when you, I'm sorry, Anissa, can I just get back to that part? Some of the events must be sometimes sounding like a cliche for you students, but I tell you, this is something unimaginable for most, not many, most of the organization in Saudi Arabia, because we have such programs, we have such a visionary management. They've been at the hem of the affairs and thinking at least 10 years ahead of the other institution and bringing in newly introduced, it cannot be newly introduced, the program which is highly necessary for our 21st century survival. Okay, those are the programs. You can see that. So you can go to that mission process. See, if I really request you people, there is no looking back when we say that we stand out as the best in the city, in the town, in the business. So you do not have to hesitate to recommend your school to anybody. If you have if you do not want to spare much of a time on it, please lead them to our website. All the admission details. The moment you open up the website, there is a registration process popping up. You must have noticed it when Anis opened it up. And there straight away, you can do the registration and you can see admission open. This is what is something new. And see the register, click on it, you can register it. Children, you being a part of this family, you have all the responsibility. And this is your home, and guide your friends and families and relatives to this great organization and to this great website. And you go to the Beyond Classroom. Again, there's another window called Beyond Classroom, Media Gallery, Cable Club activities, Teacher Development Program, UN Simulation Conference. These are all trademarks of New Al Wurud International School, unique selling point. You see the Teacher Empowerment Program. We have plenty. It's almost like a training college for a newly coming in teacher. And you see, UN Simulation Conference, what a big event. This is not just a kind of touch and go. We have been doing, see, we are just 1 year away from completing a decade of MUN. Okay, and see these people sitting on this panel, most of them are the product of MUN. You just heard our vice head boy, assistant head boy talking about it. So these are all the product of such activities, Gable Club and MUN. And I don't have much of a time in front of me. I'm just rushing through. See contact details, general inquiry form, FAQ, career. See frequently asked questions. All these things are there. The next window is very important for you people. Circulars. Children, that window is going to be a very important thing for you. We have a habit of sending hard copy, soft copy. We need you to now, the link of the circulars will be shared in your classroom group. The moment you click on it, you'll be easily, smoothly directed to our circulars and the most important announcements. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Here onwards, instead of giving you throwing a circular into your group, we would be just supplying a link, and you would be guided, driven to that circular. Okay, and please keep that in mind. And sir, can I just give my overall view of the thing? There's a lot of changes happening here. We have a window, our curriculum, our teaching methodology, And you have see, sir, new thing, the newly one, latest in Alvarez. Can you just show that, Anis, sir? See, latest in Alvarez, all the new events will be highlighted there, and that will be really available for you. And you can see our principal's message as beautifully kept on us, very, very see, noticeable area. And you have testimonials coming here. Children, listen to me. We have a plenty of testimonials readily available, and you can see Karans and Adil now. So these are all great student leaders left our campus, and your names will be appearing there. And we have the testimonial of our previous student council members that will be popping up over there very soon, and their video too. Videos are ready, and that will be available for you to watch and listen to them. And gallery, sir, can you just bring them to the gallery? We have plenty of pictures there. Gallery, you can take your time and just have a visit and see what is newly available there. All the pictures of our great events over the years, and many more to come. I tell you, many more to come. And some of them are yet to be uploaded. Children, you would really, when you go out of the, when you're in and out, doesn't matter. The more, when there's a truth, which I have experienced, right? The moment you go out of the institution, you're longing for your school and its activities will be really stronger than when you are inside the campus. So this is the area, and there is something very specially coming up for you, which is called an alumni corner. In an alumni corner, we are going to have an alumni, very seriously involved alumni. I tell you, right from 2001, please remember, right from 2001, we have students. Some of them are working, some of them are married, they are parents. So all of them are ready to join the alumni program. I'm sure the outgoing batch would also be a part of it very soon, and that is going to be one of the highlights of our website. Okay, Anisar, anything else to be focused on? You can see at the top of it.
This is all actually. The main thing what we have, we will upload our circulars on here, and our latest in Alvarez here we will upload all our programs, upcoming programs, and any special things we will upload here. And rightly sir said, the alumni corner, it's under working actually. We'll be launching it in coming days, inshallah. So everybody can join there. It's like a group. We will have a messenger option or communication option also there, inshallah. That's all, sir.
Thank you very much, Ani. So children, see, before I close this page, I need to thank our management and principal for their constant support, their suggestions and recommendation, and their key eye for the details and updating, and of course, renewal. See, shining, rubbing the rough edges. Thank you once again, dear children, for patiently listening to it. And this is going to be a very important part of your life again. Thank you. Over to Fahad and Said.
Thank you, sir. Everyone likes to hear a loving word of welcome to radiate us in this lovely morning. With a heart full of love and energy, our respected principal, the sculptor of our school, a seasoned scholar and a man of righteousness, and above all, a great mentor. Please, sir, we invite you to deliver your remarks on today's occasion.
Good morning to all of you. So respected Vice Principal, respected Headmistress, student mentors, the faculty members and teachers, and above all, the members of the Student Council, dear students and parents. Once again, good morning to all of you. Now we are at the stroke of 12 o'clock. As Shahria rightly said, Student Council is not just the roles, they should be the goals in our life. And the very outset, I want to congratulate all our Student Council members, if I can share something. No. Student council members. Dear students, as Sharia rightly said, the student council this year has been a phenomenal success. We had a lot of challenges. We had a lot of problems. But nevertheless, we were able to achieve so many things because of the support of all our students, faculty, as well as the student council as such. It was a memorable journey for all of us. It was a memorable journey for all of us. When I say memorable, we could achieve so many things, as Sharia rightly said, whether the e-library, whether MUN clubs, whether best model United Nations, or launching of the Nawis YouTube channel or the Nawis TV, and a host of other activities. We did not leave aside any activity which was supposed to be conducted and not conducted. We make sure that our students don't miss out on anything. I understand the football games or the sports day activities could not be done because these are all physical activities. But nevertheless, we focused on all those activities where the life skills are focused upon. Dear students, you all know that student council focus on the activities and the skills. And one of the important skill is the leadership skill. The leadership skill. And under your able leadership, you are able to achieve so many things. It is not only leadership is not only just giving order, but the teamwork and working with the team. And I congratulate the head boy Nabil Naushad and the vice head boy Shahriar and their team, the sports captain Joel Matthew and their team for the remarkable success and the remarkable things they tried to do as a team. And I congratulate once again, as Shahriar rightly said, perhaps it is the best student council ever in the history of Al-Ghurud. And I really believe that, I truly applaud that, because most of the activities were led by student council. And one of the standing example has been Best Model United Nations. First time ever we did an international forum involving students of India and abroad. And that is a truly remarkable thing. And okay, the story does not end. We are also planning to have youth parliament online. And apart from that, there are several other activities that are also happening side by side. We have the Gavel Club activities. We are also having the Hindi Gavel Club. Many things are happening. And even though COVID has brought many challenges, we also got a lot of opportunities. We had a webinar session last week we conducted by one person, Dev Kumar, on the career defense services. And the subsequent week, we are Commerce Association. We will be getting some international speakers for the webinar. So I think we had a memorable year. Once again, congratulate all of you. And even a investiture ceremony, we had a difficulty how to hold it. And it is the student council who came forward and suggested, sir, why don't we have it? So I really thank all of you. And we will be holding one more what we call similar session for honoring the outstanding achievers of this year, especially the academic achievers of this year. So we shortly will be holding that event also. I once again thank each one of you, my team members, Salam sir, Nausha sir, and I must thank my right hand, the vice principal Sunil sir, for guiding and who taking up all the responsibility, and the admin officer, Mr. Anis, for relaunching the website. And I want each one of you to be part of the website. Website is not only a face of the school, management of the school, it is a face of the students. Website is the face of students. So we will be reflecting all the activities, all the things students are doing in our school, will be putting up in the website so that students can have a visible face there. So with these words, once again, thank you so much. Congratulations, best wishes, and best wishes for your academic success and academic future and your future. You all know that the prelims and the board exams you all will be commencing. I expect the best result and all the success and congratulate to all of you. And also I must thank the support and the encouragement and the motivation given by your parents. They are the source of strength. They are the source of support and motivation to all of us. We will leave no stone unturned and ensure that all the activities are conducted so that our students get the best opportunities to excel and to study. Thank you and have a nice day. Over to the comparer Usaid and Fahad. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We all look up to our figures and admire their acts. We wholeheartedly invite over a man of class and phenomenal work ethics, the embodiment of the word grandeur, brimming with the dedication to teach and a heart filled with sympathy. It is our very own Vice Principal, Sunil Kumar. Please, sir, we invite you to deliver the closing remarks.
Thank you, my dear Usaid. Thanks a lot for that wonderful introduction. See, my role here is to thank the people who've been working behind it. I would strictly do that. I will strictly limit myself to do that. I tell you, this has been wonderful. I'm just off road from the official path. See, I really am proud because, see, it is a proud moment to be a part of such a progressive organization. See, you look at the management team, usually a management team is supposed to be a governing body, but what is so special about it is not that. They are a guiding body, an involving body, a thinking body, and to be a team, to be a team member has been so gratifying. And come to my student council members. What a brilliant bunch of boys, leaders. I need to thank my management for the first time, initially for helping us to make it possible, giving all the brainwaves and stepping in whenever there is a need of correction and a high voltage thinking body. Thank you for your support, sir. And I am extremely respectful to my dear principal, Mr. Peter Ronald. We've been through so much of a trouble. The world has been through so much of a troubles for the last couple of 8 to 10 months altogether. Now it's his will, his very, very young heart and visionary spirit, enthusiasm for something which is far beyond the reach of my imagination. See, that helped us to pull us through all the troubles and to bring in programs of this sort. You have been experiencing high voltage programs throughout the academic year. We had a kind of fumbling in the beginning how to go about it, because we had an initial blow on our head with that coronavirus happening. But within a week's time, we never looked back. I really have to salute Mr. Peter Ronald, the principal, for that brave, brilliant leadership. This is not just an official word of thanks of a vice principal. This is actually a word of appreciation from his colleague. Sir, please just take it from us, and I'm sure all our students will definitely share that spirit. I love to thank our headmistress. She's been away from us, the campus, but I have noticed one thing, even for a single minute event, she is working in the background of our school, our programs. Doesn't matter. She's not bothered about the differences of campuses and all. She knows each and every single thing's happening here. She's a great supporter, and thank you very much. And I need to thank Mr. Anis. See, what is so special about Anis, usually an admin finance officer has got plenty of job to do. You see, as a very busy man, but he has forgotten that boundary of administration and academics. You must have seen him involving in all the programs we have conducted without any reservation. He has become a part of a team. He's gelled to the team like anything. What a great involvement, inspiration, Mr. Anis. Thank you very much. And I tell you, children, you need to be really proud of one thing. You know what is that? Your teachers. We have such hardworking, inspiring leaders. We call them leaders. Our teachers are amazing human beings. See, you might see us in the front line, but why we sit here? This is because of the strength and the will they give us from behind. Without them, we are nothing. Their involvement, their spirit, the kind of work they put in, my goodness, I really pray for them and I thank them wholeheartedly. And of course, before I congratulate the current student council, I need to congratulate the last year student council members. People, you were fantastic. You were fantastic. You had performed tremendously well. And you've been trailblazers. That's why, I was listening to now Adil, I was talking about Adil and Co. Okay. And Karan, if you just look back, you have a lineup of great leaders. And currently we have Nabil Naushad at the helm of the student council and vice head boy, our Shahriyar. And if I start counting, the number is there. But these people were telling so confidently that we are certainly second to none. Sometimes we must be going past the previous student councils. See, they have such confidence. What a confidence. And people, leaders, you are true in your thought. We really agree with you. And of course, this has been given to you. This will has been given to you by those leaders, trailblazers of the bygone year. We need to salute them, and I congratulate you for your wonderful work. And it's not something new for you here, right? Because it's actually a formal, investiture, swearing in. You have already started. You have completed most of your agenda right now. So it's just an official swearing in function. And I salute you for your spirit and your willingness, even when you were pulled back by this unexpected pandemic, Corona. And of course, salute you for that. And my dear children who are on board, all my dear children who will be a part of this program, all the students who logged in today to witness such a wonderful team. This has been a wonderful experience for you. And I expect you to be there for the next year. When the time comes, you must be there on the panel and swearing in your roles. And I'm sure these people sitting on the panel are strong enough to encourage you, motivate you to do that. And of course, if I missed out somebody, every single member of our institution, please take it as my word of gratitude to you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, before we drop the curtains, let us pay tribute to our host nation, followed by our home nation, by singing the respective national anthems. Thank you, everyone.
المجد والعليا مجدي لخالق السماء
وارفع الخفاق أخضر يحمل النور المسطر رددي الله أكبر يا موطني عشت فخر المسلمين عاش الدليل للعلم والوطن
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
So thank you, boys. Once again, congratulations for all the student council members